Hi lovies, so today I'm going to show how I glammed my mannequin looking this way to a body makeup. So just stay with me, it won't take much. Yeah, so at this point I had to use something to clean up the face because I need the face clear of any makeup that came with it factory made. So I used the nail dissolver cotton to get it cleaned. So I was making sure not to clean off the eyes, so because I need the eyes to be there, that's the plan. And so I had to wipe every other makeup that came with it clean, keeping the makeup, that's keeping the mannequin bare, as you can see here. So after that, okay, this area is making sure that no color actually, so I had to make use of my cotton bud, dipped it in, it's clean and neat. Ta-da! Now this is what we have, this is how it should look. So after this I had to take it to the kitchen to get it washed off with liquid soap, use water. The essence of this is making sure the dissolver is out of the face, so I don't want any dissolver to be in the face, to have the face actually clean. That's the essence of the water. Yeah, so I had in mind there's this makeup I wanted in my head for the dummy, so I needed something soft, a little bit let's say bold, because I didn't want it too bold. I wanted to give her the African feel, you get. So yeah, after the eyebrows I used concealer, that's just like how you would for a normal human makeup. Yeah, I had to use concealer to define the eyebrows, right? So yeah, that's it. Basically is how you do the human makeup, although makeup on mannequin is actually very tricky, because one move you can just mess everything up, because it's plastic. So I have to be really careful, extremely careful, not to have what I already drew erased out and all that. So this is it, making sure I use a concealer or foundation of the shade I want my mannequin to be, because the mannequin didn't come with the color I wanted it to be. I wanted to give it this African color. I wanted it to have melanin, so I had to use the kind of shade of foundation I would use normally for the body, for the upper part of the brows. Then a shade 1 or 2 tone lighter than the shade you want for your mannequin. Right now we are not working based on the color the mannequin came with factory made, but based on your own color that you want to achieve at the end of this makeup. Yeah, so that's concealer I'm using for the eye base, then powder to make my concealer stay in. Just like I said, it's just like the normal regular makeup you would do on your face. Yeah. So I came in with this base, the eyeshadow for this base, because I need this soft look for the eyes. So I wanted to give her something soft. Yeah, something soft to go with then that's for the base. For the has to give the eye a definition. Yeah, to blend it out. Blending mannequin out is kind of tricky, like I said, and it looks simple, but it's actually not simple until you are holding your brush and you are doing makeup on a plastic. That is exactly how I felt doing this. So yeah. Whatever crease I thought I was doing, everything I was doing was just in my head. When my friend brought this mannequin for glam, she said, do anything that comes to your mind. So I'm just doing anything that came to my mind as the spirit flows. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, I just know that I needed a makeup that is soft, not so soft, but a bit bold. Yeah, because of what the mannequin was for, displaying of hair and all that. So yeah, so I applied concealer on this eye area, and I came in with my soft brown eyeshadow. Yeah, for the then I needed to add glitters. So that's obviously my glitter glue to hold in the glitter. So yeah, I chose gold. Like I said, I don't want something too much. Gold blends with what I did with the base. Yeah. So I'll put in the liner here. I didn't want to do what everybody was doing, the regular cat eye. No, I just want to like line her properly, not cat eye lining and all that. Yeah. So to trace what I did initially, I had to use a white gel eyeliner. Eyeliner, a white one, to trace the line I used initially with the gel liner. Yeah. So in my head, I'm like, okay, it's coming out. Remember when I said earlier that I didn't have a picture of what I wanted because my friend just said, walk, I trust you, just do your thing. So we're done with the eyes now. It's time for the body work, the face work, sorry. Yeah, so that's the foundation tone I chose. I wanted to turn her to a black body, yeah, from what it was factually made. So I had to use a foundation that is not so thick and at the same time not so watery. So working on doing the face work, you have to be careful not to apply in a way where it has patches. So you apply it gently and gently around the body. Remember, it's not a human body, we are dealing with plastic. So if you are not carefully working with it, your foundation could just clean as much as you are applying it. So you have to gently use the foundation all over the body. Yeah, I'm using mine all over the body because I want to cover it. I want the whole mannequin to have one look, one skin look. Some persons can decide to do only makeup for the face, but mine, I want to change the whole skin. That's why I'm doing that. So you come now with your concealer to conceal the lower part where it's supposed to conceal, just like a proper makeup would. So yeah, blend out. Don't think because it's a mannequin then you just blend it as you wish. No, you have to blend it out properly to give you that smooth transitioning. Yeah, then of course, for a little light up, you wouldn't want to glam your makeup without blush. So that's the blush doing the magic, bringing in colors live to the face that was once bare. Yeah, so this is it as it is now. We have to move to the nose contouring. I have to contour the nose despite it being pointed as factually made, but I still want it to be more pointed. So I'm doing a full glam on it. I'm not excluding contouring of the nose. I have to give it a proper contouring of the nose. Then the lip area, this is my favorite part because this part I wanted to give her that thick lip. What came with the factory made was a thin lip. So since we are glamming her to become an African woman, so as an African lady, we have thick lips. So I had to extend it a bit over the natural lip shape that came with it factory made. So yeah, I chose a color, like I said, a soft color to complement what I have done with the eyes area. Yeah, I had to blend them out quickly before it dries out. You can use a lip palette, but I'm not using a lip palette, so yeah, I had to blend it out. At this point I was like, okay, it's giving what I want and what I have on my head. Working without inspiration, like picture, it's a whole lot, because you might just think you have something on your head only for you to bring it to reality and it's not giving. So at this point it is really giving, and I'm already happy with what I am seeing. I know my friend is going to be so excited about the outcome of this dummy. So blend the lip properly, like you're blending a proper, like a human being blending. You can see it's already coming out. Yes, it's coming out well. So after that, I took it out to spray. The reason for this is to have it stay so the makeup doesn't come off easily when touched. But you have to be careful because when you scratch, it could actually come off. So this is 6 hours after drying. Yeah, according to my boss. I have to cover up some of the neck areas that I still felt that wasn't properly blended with a little foundation, not so much. This now is to have a smooth blend in, so we don't get to see the factory made color that it came with, because we want to achieve melanin skin type. So I had to cover those areas. After this, now I will take it back to the sun to dry. I will spray like I did the first time. I have to spray like for 3 days while it's drying for the same 3 days. So here I put my lashes down because I want to give her this bold look as well as the soft look. So the eye area is the selling point for me. That's how I feel. So I made use of super glue for there, but you cannot use Yugo glue, whichever one that works for you. I used super glue because I feel if I want to have her makeup clean, to give her something else, I could easily get it out and all that. So yeah, that's me applying the glue to hold the bit. Then we'll put the eyelashes, the body eyelashes that is going to make her stand out. I am so excited because it's coming out more than I actually thought it would. Mind you, this is my first time glamming a dummy and it came out this beautiful. Like I said, dry for 3 days, spray for 3 days, and you're literally good to go. But careful with the dummy not to have your fingers scratching it or nails or any hard thing, because they could actually keep marks on it. But touching the mannequin for the makeup to come out is not what's gonna happen, because it's already sealed with the spray. So this is her 3 days later. Was okay. For the lashes, I forgot to say that I skipped that part. I attached my lashes to her a day after drying. Yeah, so this is the earring, the nose piercing, and the piercing on the cuticle. Yeah, this is it, and voila. Okay guys, what do you think about this glam? Would you be trying this on your dummy? Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Bye.